And welcome back to Golf Weekly. I am joined in segment 3 by my good buddy Doug Weaver, PGA golf professional. Welcome, Doug.
Thank you for having me, Daniel.
All right. Doug is here with me to talk in this segment about the evolution of golf, where Doug, as you see, has brought some clubs with him. We're going to be talking a little bit about not only the evolution of the equipment of golf, but also some of the evolution in the mental teachings and mental aspects of golf and how that's moved forward. Doug and I both played collegiately at Furman, and technology in the world has just exploded in the last 20-some years, and in golf probably no more in golf than probably anything. Doug,
right.
Why don't you start talking about
Well, I just brought a driver from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and it's a Hague Ultra. It has an insert. It has the grain. It has a sole plate. I mean, look at the size compared to that. I mean, you can't even see it behind this other driver. Now you put it up there. It's tiny, isn't it?
This is a driver?
Yeah. It's hard to... Oh, see, you're not as old as me. Aluminum shaft. We don't use aluminum anymore.
Doug, literally 20 years ago, this is what they were using not only in college but in tour.
Oh, yeah. This is a top-of-the-line driver. Look at the different length of the club. Because the weight of the club is so much lighter in the modern club, is they take the weight out of the shaft, this aluminum, and they can now put it into the head to make it bigger, which increases the centrifugal force. So we had, say, a club that weighed, say, 12 ounces.
Right.
And now it's down to grams. It's down to, one half the weight. And that's what's happening. Clubs are getting longer, bigger, because the material's getting lighter.
So you're getting more width.
Right.
You're getting clearly a lot more speed.
Right.
And the material in which is impacting the ball
Right.
is superior.
Right.
To wood.
I mean, look at the sweet spot there. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got almost 3 times as much space to hit the ball with. That's why people come to me, I'm hitting my driver great. Well, but I can't hit my irons. Well, you still have the same small sweet spot with your irons and your fairway woods.
Right. So for the novice player or the high handicapper, some of this great technology, it's good,
Yes.
but it can be a little misleading.
Well, that's right. I mean, if you fade, you want to tweak your driver for a draw, now you get a fairly straight shot.
Right.
Now that's short-term gain, but maybe it's, long-term it's not really helping you, but hey, it gets you in the fairway, that's a good thing. But yeah, the bigger sweet spots, bigger tees, easier to hit, but then again, the irons are much more difficult, and that's why we're going to the hybrids that are getting the lower weight,
Right.
and helping people getting the ball off these tight fairways.
Now I see you've got some putters there too.
Here was a lot of our favorite putters we've ever had. The Bullseye, made by Cushnet, Titleist.
Looks like an old Tom Kite special, doesn't
Well,
it?
and
Yeah.
our friend Brad Faxon was the best putter, actually statistically the best putter ever, and he used this all the way through till now. Then Ping came up with the first perimeter weighted club. You can see that, you take that one,
Sure.
please. The extra weight. Now, you all have these clubs today,
Right.
so you're all not being surprised by it, but maybe you didn't know that the sweet spot is just 5 times bigger on this Answer style head than it was with the Bullseye, which might be smaller than my fingernail.
How many times bigger?
5 to 10 times bigger.
That's unbelievable.
And then this extra weight out here, that puts spin on the ball that actually corrects your misses.
Wow.
So Karsten Solheim, who was the first guy to come up with the perimeter weighted mentality, has made all of us enjoy golf a lot more.
Now, is this a belly putter that you brought?
Yes, and that's another part. The belly putter, there was a test done of all the different major styles of putting. And they took people, the 1,000 people that have never, that they were not instructed at all on how to putt with the long putter that meets you at the chest, the belly putter that meets you at the belly, and then traditional grip with a standard size putter, and cross-handed or left-hand low for a right-handed putter, you know, when you grip it cross-handed. And guess what style of putting had got the best results?
What?
You guess, Daniel. Come on. Well, it was the belly putter. The belly putter, again, all range from pros to never putted before in their lives.
I would have guessed traditional.
Everybody putted better belly putting.
Everybody.
Yes.
Well, I would say, Doug, with some of the recent results on PGA Tour, that sort of speaks volumes, doesn't it? I mean,
right.
You're looking at Adam Scott, Keegan Bradley. You're looking at Webb Simpson. Those three guys have vaulted to the top of the world, and all using belly putters.
And it's kept older people playing longer. So, Arnold Palmer is against it. Why? Because he thinks anything that connects to your body is not a true golf club. So, other great, Brad Faxon is against it. All right. Now, but the kind of conclusion is that if it helps the average player play better golf, we ought to allow it. So the debate goes on.
Well, we're running out of time, but I wanted to move real quickly to the mental side of the game, and we talked just offset about this. There's so many now guys using sports psychologists, doing brain mapping, having sports coaches walk along with them. But I had mentioned the quote to you that one of the famous coaches that most of the players use, I believe it's Giovanni, and he said, thoughts are just static on an otherwise clear signal, and I love that. Doug, you told me that all this equipment is great, but it doesn't mean much if this isn't working right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hard to do much with anything unless that brain isn't channeled in the right direction.
Golf is a total experience, mental, physical, and you've heard the statement, golf is 90% mental. It is. And so many people get the honeymoon effect. Have you ever heard of that?
I have.
You buy a new putter, a new driver, it works for a week, and then it goes, the positive influence goes away.
Yeah. And folks, that is why Doug Weaver has had so much success. He understands the equipment. He can tell you what to do mechanically with it, but Doug is a master at getting your mind and your body to work together to make this game a lot of fun for you. Come see Doug Weaver for a lesson today. That's all the time we have this week on Golf Weekly. It's been a great show. We're looking forward to a wonderful Heritage. Come out and enjoy the fun in April, and we'll see you next week.